already then. Got an M4, stinking Ferrari. It's clean, man. The size of those calipers, dude, and the rotors. Yeah, it's sweet. Pretty cool, right? That's one of my potential clients. Hopefully I get the job. But his garage door is open. I'm like, heck yeah, man. I want to hear that thing start up. He's got an M4 next to it. Sweet rides. Today you've seen videos about this before multiple times. Boosted Motorsports. Actually, I called John and I'm like, hey, you got any black honeycomb lying around for the inserts for the grill on the 4th gen? He didn't have any, so I went on Amazon and for a pretty decent price, I found it's a whole grill. Let me show you over here with the honeycomb inserts attached to it. Take these off and slap them into my grill frame. I've been thinking about this for years, man. I'm just getting kind of sick of all this chrome, slowly starting to black it out. It'll give it a little sporty look having honeycomb black inside here instead of that. The Laramie perforated grill, as you would call it. Shout out to Joe at Pissed Off Panda. He's on Insta. Check it out. He had a picture of his hood open and he had that hood insulator off. And I'm like, that looked pretty cool. So I just took mine off, cleaned it up, and it looks pretty decent. I think we got the same color truck too. And of course, a shout out to Mo's. What up, Matt? I'll leave Mo's Performance's website in the description as well for all your Ram 1500 bolt-on needs. Got a very cool janitor over there at Mo's Performance. All right, so what I'm gonna do is very simple. It's like 4 10 mils. Gonna pop this grill off, take it to the bench, and then carefully take these out and just take the ones off. That one off and put them in here. And I'm gonna try to attain a different look for this truck for now. So if you're interested in swapping out your grill inserts, this will be a quick video on the install on how to do it. Let's get to it. Yep, it's a 10 mil. Don't drop your 10 mil because you will lose it. And you might find it a couple years from now, sitting on a subframe somewhere. All right, real quick, this is a 6.4 intake manifold. This is a leg maker intake tube I got from Mo's Performance, Fastman throttle body. This is a 6.4 OEM intake box and cone that goes to the fender. Plenty of air coming in. I have a drop-in oilless AFE air filter as well, just in case somebody asks. And what's done to the engine? It's full bolt-on, 3400 stall, ARH headers, ATI pulley, heads, cam, HPT cam from Mo's, to be exact, but I do have a green racing cam over here I still have to throw in. That's going to be a video soon, so stay tuned for that. All right, once the 10 mils are out, you just got to kind of pull a little bit. There's little tabs on both sides. There you go. Careful not to scratch your bumper. Finish side down, rough side up. Now we're gonna take all these bolts out, the grill mounting frame and the air deflectors. All these bolts around the perimeter of this are 8 mil. All the bolts are out, screws, bolts. Just gonna take this mounting frame and stick it aside. Now the air deflectors. So these tabs are kind of tricky. You're gonna need like a flathead screwdriver and then like a smaller flathead screwdriver for the smaller clips. I just put it underneath here and bent this little tab up. And that gives this tab enough space to come this way and then push the air diffuser up that way, and then it comes up. Tab back and then pull the air diffuser up. And there's one more baby one right there. Diffuser up. And what you want to do is push all these tabs back down, so because these are supposed to snap on when we're all done. So you just kind of want to bend them back. It's pretty decently malleable plastic. All right, I got both the air deflectors off. Now I'm going to remove the insert. This is the easier part, and everything is gentle because it's plastic. If you have a putty knife, a thin, semi-flexible putty knife, this will work like a breeze. There's 11 spots you gotta do. Get your putty knife on this side of the clip. You can see the clip. There's a gap there. Stick your putty knife in here. all the way in, pressing down at the same time and up. Then just lift it up. That's it. Lift up. And there is the insert. Fully disconnected. Pretty weird looking with it out. And the grill that I have in the link in the description is for 2013 to 2018 Ram 1500s and the Classic from 2019 to 2024 because it has this bend. So this is all set. It's ready for the new inserts, but I have to take off the inserts off the grill I got off Amazon. And here is round two, the exact same thing we just did. We got to bend these tabs, take the air deflectors off, and same thing with the putty knife. Take these grill inserts off. And when everything is off, it all snaps back together. Bolt the frame on and we're good. Mounting frame off. It's 1, 2. There you go. There's the left side. So I'm not using this. I'll probably either sell it or keep it for when I change my mind again. Cool thing is when you do get this, it does come with a Ram emblem. That does go on there. This is the one it came with. All right, now to get the grill, whichever one you're using. In this case, I am keeping my stock one, the chrome one. Grab the right side one. In this case, it's the right side. Line it up and just snap it in place. That was easy. Let's do the other side. Well, they're all snapped in. Now to reinstall the air deflectors. These air deflectors are designed to push air into the center of the grill, and look what's in the center. Your AC condenser and your radiator. I mean, if you're into weight reduction, it's up to you, but it is there for a reason. And then we're just gonna line it up like we did the inserts and just push until they click. Left side, or the right side. All right, one thing I noticed with this mounting frame that came with the grill I got off Amazon. See these little fingers, these stabilizing fingers, tabs? They're a little shorter on the Amazon one versus the OEM one. And I also noticed on the OEM grill inserts, they have holes that these on the OEM one would go through. The new ones don't have those holes, so I have to use the mounting frame that came with this grill. And it fits like a glove. I can drill holes into this and use the OEM one, but for now I'm just gonna put this one on and hope it lasts. If it doesn't, if it snaps or cracks, I'll drill holes in the inserts and use the OEM one. I'm gonna keep this for a just in case moment, because it wasn't going down all the way, but this one fits like a glove. Obviously it's not as high quality as OEM. It's an aftermarket plastic, but we'll put a little bit of faith in it and see how it goes. Not too tight, just snug. It's all you need, it's plastic. Now for the reveal, having a chrome grill with black inserts, honeycomb. Let's see it. We're ready to mount this pig. And I like that. I like that a lot. These are nice and shiny too. It's more of a gloss, almost like a high gloss. Yeah, it's gonna look sweet. And then the tabs snap in to the respective holes. And then we gotta put the 10 mil bolts back in on the top, 4 of them. Let's close the hood and see how she looks. Yeah, man, I like that. A little more sportier looking. Goes good with the Morimotos. The XBs and the fog lights. All right, tell me what you think in the comments. Should I put it back to chrome or should I leave it like this? There's gonna be a few of you that like this. Come on. All right, guys, thanks for watching. There's the grill insert installation. Like and subscribe. Until next time, peace.